The year is 2008. You and your cousin are playing LEGO Star Wars late at night, and you accidentally punch Count Dooku, starting an epic Cantina bar fight. This is one of the few experiences that have turned boys into gamers and reunited divorced couples. What I'm trying to say is that LEGO Star Wars is one of the undisputed greatest games of all time. I don't know what to say about this game that hasn't already been said. I mean, you can drive a tractor as LEGO Yoda, for God's sake. If the Hunger Games ever became real, anyone that achieved true Jedi in all levels would be exempt from the drawing. That's how much of an influence this game has on the stock market and in global politics. One thing that is truly epic is the sheer amount of LEGO studs in LEGO Star Wars. These tiny silver, gold, and blue studs are available in retarded amounts throughout each level. If you build something, studs. If you break something, studs. Use the Force, studs. Walk 5 feet, studs. Beat someone up, studs. Most players run through levels collecting some of the studs because trying to find them all would be extremely meticulous. I recently saw a video from YouTuber Sovereign Gaming where he managed to beat all 36 levels in the saga without collecting any studs, which is quite an amazing feat. I saw a comment on his video that said, "Now try to beat the game collecting every stud." And that got me thinking, would it actually be possible? As I said before, collecting every stud would be ridiculously tedious, but how long would it actually take? And how many studs would you have by the end of your playthrough? These were questions even science wouldn't dare answer, so I realized I would have to do it myself. Unfortunately, I don't have 100 hours of free time to grind through the game, so I decided to play through a single, average length level and calculate off of that. Unlike TikTok thoughts, each level of LEGO Star Wars is unique, and the number of LEGO studs scattered throughout each varies widely. So when I estimate the amount of time and studs at the end of the video, it's going to be very rough. The only issue was which level to play through. After 100 hours of meditation in front of my LEGO Star Wars minifigure collection, I decided that the level would be Secret Plans. The first level in A New Hope, where you fight through the Tantive 4 as Princess Leia and Captain Antilles. I chose this level for 2 reasons. 1, it's of average length. 2, the methods of getting studs are not too varied. In other words, the studs aren't bouncing around everywhere, impossible to get. And 3, this was probably one of my most played levels as a kid. I would have to complete the level on free play since story mode limits the number of studs you can acquire. The reason is that some areas are only accessible with certain characters such as a stormtrooper or a Sith. These are the characters I used, so if you don't have these unlocked, you may need to play through other levels first. The last thing I used to help me was the Stud Magnet Power Brick. Power Bricks are these shiny red bricks hidden in each level, and they essentially give you little cheats that make the game easier. What Stud Magnet does is greatly increases the radius in which you pick up studs, and I activated it so it would be easier to collect studs that flew out at random. And then, it was the moment of truth. It was time to play through the level. Before I started, I put my LEGO Star Wars minifigure collection inside my tower to increase the power of the Force, the G-Force to be exact. Secret Plans took 56 minutes and 54 seconds to complete. 56 minutes 54 seconds of intense, no-nonsense stud collecting. Showing the entire process would take too long, so I've condensed the run into a short monologue. In the first room, build the 2 control panels, then destroy all the crates in the room. There are 53 of these crates in the level. Pull the lever in the left corner once, then destroy these metal grates with thermal detonators. Walk out, shoot these crates, use the Force to open each of these panels on the wall. After opening each panel, shoot each wall out. There are 80 Force panels and 66 individual walls to shoot out, so yeah, it might take some time. Pull these levers to enter the next room. Go immediately right and blow this door using a Sith. Go in and collect all the studs and destroy the crates. Run back out and collect all the studs from the panels and walls in this room. This machine gives you a hat. It doesn't give you studs, so don't worry about it. Kill all these stormtroopers and open the store with C-3PO to get into an optical illusion room, destroy the crates inside, then enter the next area. In this next room, Stud Magnet will let you get all the studs underneath the floor, but if you don't have it on, use a thermal detonator to blow this thingy up and get down there. Grapple up here and rebuild these mechanisms. Do not let any studs escape. Cross the bridge and enter the next room. Destroy the crates, then pull all these levers. Shoot these disc generators to move Darth Vader out of the way, but do it fast or some studs will fall in the inaccessible area. In the next room, get all wall studs and destroy all crates. go through this bounty hunter door on the right and you will come across what I call the George Foreman Grills of Hell. Each one of these little grill looking blocks give you studs if you use the force on them. There are 148 in the entire level and it takes about half a second to open each one, so you will spend 74 seconds on these things alone. Step on these platforms to get Lego bricks to build a door to get studs. Blow this metal up to get Lego parts to build a car to get studs. Open this C-3PO door, run down the hallway in this room, water all this dirt with the force, then harvest all the trees that grow from it. Destroy these metal things. These 3 dirt lots will give you bricks, use the bricks to build a car. Drive the car as Dooku. Backtrack all the way to this room and go left to kill all the stormtroopers and get all the wall studs. Turn all these green at once to make studs fall from the ceiling. Pull these levers to make space flowers that give you studs. Proceed to the next area. In this room, turn all these cones, break all these fences, put the blocks in the holes, the door will open. Kill the stormtroopers, get all the George Foreman grills. C-3PO door, Foreman grills, R2-D2 door. Next area, all cones, all gates, destroy metal thing, get studs up here. Next room, kill stormtroopers, wall studs, George Foreman grills, build platforms, stormtrooper door. Enter, build consoles, destroy crates. Exit, go right, Foreman grills, metal thing, platform, R2-D2 door.
2 bros chilling in the hot tub.
Kill them, drain the water, pull lever, R2-D2 door, pull lever, C-3PO console, R2-D2 door. When all's said and done, I might as well live on Hoth because I'm iced up. In those 56 minutes, I collected 174,970 studs. Round that number to 175,000 and multiply it by 36 for the 36 levels and LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga, and you get 6,300,000 studs. With that money, you could buy the Gong Choi 2,100 times, and if you reach that number by only destroying Cantina chairs, you would need to break 63,000 chairs. There are some important factors to take into consideration though. Throughout the playthrough, there were some 3,000 studs that were lost because they fell before I could collect them. So doing the math with a new average of 178,000 would give you 6,408,000 studs. The other thing is that although you need free play to access all studs scattered throughout the level, you need to play in story mode before even unlocking free play. If story mode only lets you get, say, half of the studs in each level, you are still making 89,000 per level times 36 levels is 3,204,000 studs. Add that to the total for the free play missions for a grand total of 9,612,000 studs. That's 3,204 Gong Choids, in case you were wondering. Doing all this would take you about 54 hours based on the 57-ish minutes for the mission. So going back to the original question, can you beat LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga collecting all studs? Well, sadly, no, you can't. There will always be studs that will fall or disappear before you can reach them. And even if you play through all 6 episodes and only miss a single silver stud, you have failed. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, I will be making more LEGO Star Wars content on my channel, so make sure to subscribe and like the video so more gamers can see it. Until then, I'm just gonna say,
may the Force be with you.